Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Castlevania Circle of the Moon, or Circle of the Moon, am I getting it, it's not Ritual, yeah, Ritual of the Moon is Bloodstained, Circle of the Moon is this. I gotta make sure I don't make that mistake and get them mixed up, because it's definitely a possibility. A little bit late to recording this today, but hopefully I have enough time for everything. I'm still working on getting all the stuff ready for my move. I actually close on my new home tomorrow, but we're not quite moving in yet because we're getting some work done on it before we move in. So I am still in my old home for the next few days, but I do technically own the new place tomorrow. So yeah, but still a lot to do, a lot to manage. Did I want to continue this way, actually? Ow. Go away. Why does it keep saying when I kill them, like, is that just a reminder that I don't have the cards, or can you, like, level them up, like in Bloodstained, by, you know, getting even more of them? I'm feeling like that's not the case. Like, you can't level them up the more you get. Maybe that was a mostly Bloodstained specific thing, but I don't know. This is also a GBA game, so I do need to keep that in mind. Hello. Oh, hello. Gremlin. Oh, you look way different in this game. You don't have your forks anymore. They lost the forks, and they're not throwing out fire. They kind of just look like they're late to work. Like, look at them, they're like, oh god, another day in the office, boss is gonna yell at me again. That Dracula never keeps our needs in mind. Just the idea of these poor overworked gremlins just lazily throwing their javelins, you know. Ooh, heart. Heart upgrade. Give. Hearts max increase. Oh, thank you. Let me, activate. Even if I don't really need it. Ah! Got knocked back. Ooh, holy water. Or, sorry, mind restore. Excuse me. I thought that was holy water. You know? I was like, the like, little jar doesn't seem as big as I remember holy water being, but maybe it got a new look. Let's just get all the way up to the top of this room really quickly, why don't we? Ow, you jerk. God, we really get knocked back in this game, jeez. Oh, it was blue and my brain was in Symphony of the Night mode and was like, oh, I can't go that way, I don't have the thing. Is this a boss fight? Uh-oh. Certainly sounds like it. That sounds like boss fight music to me. Oh, it's a warg. Or, no, it's Cerberus. With only two heads? I guess the other head is hidden behind. Whoops. Keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, I should probably activate Kaioken. Oh, hi. Hit Cerberus in the butt. Are you done? Ow, lightning. Ow! That hurt? Are you done? No. Uh-oh. Huh? What are you doing? Ow! That's what you're doing. Item? Use. I don't have a healing item. Please just die. Please just die. Please just die. I asked you nicely, and this is how you repay me. My god, I hit that thing so many times, too. Okay, well, don't go that way, I guess. Apparently Cerberus is a fucking panzer tank. So no to that way yet. Also, my sub-weapon damage sucked. That dagger was basically useless. And I was using everything at my disposal there. I wasn't, you know, dodging that well, but I like to think I got some good hits in. Okay. I mean, if I'd had slightly more HP, maybe I would have been able to do it, but, you know, if we have other options, why not just go to the other options? Maybe I need to level up or something. Oh my god, spirits. Get a life. I mean, you're already dead, but get a life anyway. Jeez. If I'm just existing as a spirit, you know, I'm gonna find some things to get into besides just aimlessly floating at vampire hunters. Like, I don't know, go to a library and read all the books or something. I mean, you know, you might be limited to ones that people already have open, but, you know, like, read along with them or something. Okay, these things infinitely respawn. There is absolutely no point. And some weirdo at Konami was like, you know what if we had 2 infinitely spawning enemies in the same room? That sounds like a fun time, right? There we go. MP max increase. Is that it? I think it is. Alright, let's just jog over here, I guess. Maybe I do need to fight Cerberus now. Of course, I could go down here. There's more options down this way. Up. Is there anything up there? No. I still feel the need to check it. Ah, you bastard. Throw it. I don't know where you're pulling all those spears out from. But maybe you have like a billion of them like stuck in your, you know, chest or something from when you died. So you just, you know, you have all your ammunition stored right there. Thank you. Another save pointo. But yeah, someone at Konami was like, oh, 2 infinitely spawning enemies in the same room. That's a neat trick. They'll never expect this. Level up. I do want to, like, try and pay attention to my stats and see what I do actually get from that. Okay, my strength is 130 there. My stat gain... I do need more armor. That would probably make the Cerberus fight a little bit simpler. How have we just started and I'm already fighting Cerberus? Like, that feels like it escalated too fast, you know? Like, I gotta fight a warg first. I haven't even fought like a regular puppy and you're throwing like a 3-headed one at me? That's just mean. Okay, can't get that way. So, that is blocked. So I hope this is an option down here. Spank. 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 Cape! Or, cotton robe. Wait, that I don't think is any better. I have cotton clothes. Oh, the robe is better. It increases my int by 100? Huh? Oh my god, that seems like an obsessively high amount. Excessively, not obsessively. These are different things. So I wonder how much my knife does now. Oh god, not another one of these jackasses. Yeah, I'm out of here, nerd. Can't catch me. You know what can catch me though? That wall right there that stops me from progressing. Okay. So that is not an option. I think Cerberus is our play. I just have to get good. I was like, maybe we come back later. We do have more options, but... I mean, at least that robe will make it a little bit easier, because I think it'll make my dagger do more damage. If the stats work the exact same way as they did in Symphony. If it doesn't make that do more damage, then it should at the very least make the thing that requires my mana do more damage. So my flame whip. Whoop. Get out of here, you. You too. I'm in no mood. I gotta get back to Unky Morris. Like, I have in my head now that this character's young, so they're gonna, you know... Morris is gonna be like, oh my god, I've defeated so many of, Dracula's, you know, followers. And they're gonna be like, how many, Unk? 6? 7? Yeah, that's it. That's how Nathan do, I'm sure. Nathan will use all of the new language. Jump down here. Oh my god. Mudmen. Go away. Jeez. It's raining, men. Hallelujah, it's raining, mudmen. Alright. Gimme. Save. Yes. Was I even full health when I attempted it last time? I might not have been, to be fair. So that might make it a little bit easier. But also, 100 extra int might make it easier as well. I mean, if my current stats are anything to go by, it wouldn't be that crazy of an increase, I guess. You know, we added 100, which is a lot, but I'm only doing 3 damage per, so... You know, what if it only does, like, 5 now or something? It'd be a bummer, to be sure, but... Okay, did I check this room? Don't remember. Oh wait, this was the heart room. Yeah, we definitely want that. Max hearts increase. Alright, hey Skelly. Just throwing your bones at me. Always the Skelly with the bones. That just looks like the button I had to have my stupid familiar press. Oh, hey Gibdos. Or Mummy, in this case. Okay, I guess I gotta kill the, you know, this apparently infinitely spawning sarcophagi. Like, damn, how many mummies you fit in there? That's a lot. The mummy was wearing cotton clothes. Whoop. Away with you. Get spanked, you naughty, naughty sarcophagus. You've been a bad sarcophagus. Think about what you've done. Get out of here. It is funny how early Castlevania was kind of just like, ooh, the House of Horrors, just all the things. You know, they just throw mummies in here, despite the fact that, you know, in a lot of the games we're in, like, fucking Transylvania. just throw mummies in there. It reminds me of this haunted trail that was in kind of a rural area that my mother-in-law took us to. And they had, like, a pre-recorded reading, like, required reading. Okay, that is holy water. That you had to read, like, before you got on the trail to explain the lore. And it was just this, like, very southern gentleman that was like, these woods have been haunted by all sorts of things. Mummies, vampires, zombies, devils. Like, just naming everything off, just like, the Jersey Devil, the Yeti, the Bigfoot, witches, warlocks. just naming every single thing that they possibly could off. It was very adorable and funny. Oh, these are Hopper. So these are not quite the little, like, Igors that we ran into before. It's not quite. I was kind of hoping this was going to be a save room, like, before the boss, but I suppose I will take MP Max. Okay. So yeah, it's just back to the boss, and judging by how a lot of the map looks, I'm guessing maybe... Ooh, now that would have been helpful. Before. But yeah, judging by the platforms and stuff, I see... Oh, now that's damage. Uh-huh. Ow. That looks like it hurts. That looks like it hurts, Serby. That looks like it hurts, Serby. You like holy water? Ow. Oh, you were way faster. Holy water's still good. Holy water's still great. Oh, wait. Why am I not doing this? Do you not take contact damage? Okay, you do. Level up. Okay. Wow, that is actually a pretty difficult fight. I got 2 level ups even out of it. Holy water was the secret, though. So, am I gonna have to think of this from, like, an old JRPG standpoint, where there might be situations where I need to farm for, like, a good sub-weapon or something? Oh yeah, I forgot about this! I need to use that. That might be something I have to worry about. Like, farm for good equipment and things. Now, the question is there a save room in here, or am I going to die? Because if I don't die, it'll be very convenient. Double! Another jump could be performed while in midair. Best Metroidvania upgrade. It's always funny when I get the double jump, because then I just get to name my video. You know, my video title is chosen. People have probably noticed this. I'm like, oh cool, I don't have to think about a video title today. I just name it the Best Metroidvania upgrade and I'm good. You know? Don't even have to worry. I'm going to use that potion, methinks. 20 HP. That's enough to get me through, I think. Ow, are you kidding me? Oh my god. Just... Ow. Okay, just get me back to the save point, please. It's right over there. Go away, bats! I mean, at least they do so little damage that it doesn't super matter. As long as it's not a boss fight, I feel like I'm super in danger of dying. Maybe I should just have the whip on this mode constantly, because it uses MP, but my restoration is fast enough now and stuff that as long as I'm not just going nuts with it, like, we are good for the most part. So, yeah, maybe I just keep it on. Okay. We did it. We did it. I managed to, beat Cerberus. We have done it. Like I said, that was tight, and there were probably some ways to dodge some of Cerberus's attacks that I was not picking up on, but honestly, for a lot of the bosses, at least in Symphony of the Night and stuff, since it was more of an RPG, I never really had to actually learn, you know? Like, you could just kind of get by on stats, which, you know, is accurate to JRPGs at the very least, you know. Often a lot of those you don't have to learn, especially newer JRPGs, you don't really have to learn too much about a boss, unless it's like a super boss. You can sometimes just get by on stats. I mean, that's what I often did as a child. And Symphony of the Night was much the same way. As long as you're, you know, just not putting dumb stuff on, like, really awful equipment, you can generally get by pretty easily. This, though, at least early on, because often in RPGs and things... Hello. What was this? You know, it's something. Often in JRPGs and things, you can just kind of get by without actually having to interact with and learn the systems at play, because the game will just take it easy on you. So or you can just grind. But in this, it might actually require me to learn a little bit more. And I should specify that, like, I say I don't have to learn, and part of that is because I have played an okay amount of these games. I'm by no means an expert or anything, but there is a amount of just free knowledge you have having experience with these games, so that's not something you have to worry about going into it. So you know, you do need to learn. I've just already taken the class effectively. So I get to skip a little, because I'm certain there's people that would pick up Symphony of the Night and be like, oh wow, this is, you know, really hard even from the beginning. Up here. Yes. Nothing. Yeah, I currently don't really see much reason to not just have this on constantly, at least right now. Okay, are these all just going to have single heart? Because I'm maxed. Oh, hey! Dark Nut. Or Axe Armor. You know, the various armors. Are we gonna find, like, Bomberman and shit? Like we did in Symphony? That'd be pretty cool. Bomb Knight was pretty funny. And the knight that dual wields the like, daggers. And when they die, they do like a desperation attack and chuck it at you. Quit that. I definitely understand in like all the games that have bone just as a weapon, like Vampire Survivors, Mega Bonk. I've definitely played some other roguelikes that have just bone as a weapon. Now I get it. You know? Now I get it. I'm like, oh, that's where that came from, huh? I always kind of knew it was a Castlevania thing, or at least assumed this was the case. But having hard confirmation and understanding where it came from is neat, but maybe that's just the history major in me. I like knowing where things came from, how things started. Oh, thank you. I am getting more used to the movement in this now, which is nice. Okay. Up here. Give me you. Bang. Bang. I knew that platform was going to fall. But yeah, it'll respawn. An Iron Maiden? I'm not getting past that. Okay. There we are. Dracula's castle looks, you know, a little bit different than it did. And obviously that's for the purposes of playing a video game. But do you think Vlad just occasionally gets some contractors in with a new era and is like, hey, can we do a remodel? Just a little bit, you know? I was really all about, like, the weird architecture that makes it incredibly painful to actually traverse this place for, like, a little bit. And, you know, I really liked, like, you know, this kind of art or something. But can we change that? Can we do a little bit of a change? And the contractor's like, yes, Mr. Tepish. Of course, we can do that for you. We'll bring this... We'll bring your upside-down castle to the modern age. Don't you worry. And Vlad's like, ah, excellent. Alucard will be so happy when he sees the new house. Even though he, you know, just killed me before. Okay, let's continue this way. Gotta jump up these things a lot. I mean, I hope the custodian, the janitor, you know, I hope they have the double jump. You know, maybe that's why it was sitting out. Maybe there's like a little memo in the janitor's closet somewhere that's like, we keep the double jump amulet over here. Make sure you collect it and please return it when you're done with your duties. We only have one. Vlad will not give us enough budget for a second double jump amulet, but he still wants the toilets cleaned on every single floor. You know? God. Immortal vampires, am I right? Just don't even think about their workers. Don't treat them well. Okay, we're going over here. It is a shame that not all of the enemies have cards. Because in Bloodstain that was a thing, and it was always kind of fun being like, oh, okay, I'm fighting like, you know, a tiny cat or a painting. And it'll be like, ooh, what skill will that possibly give me? So that's always fun. I think in Bloodstained at least, one of the weapons, or one of the demon soul shard things that I ran the longest time was actually just like one of the earliest ones. And this was twofold, because one, it was just really good, and two, since, you know, I had it since the beginning of the game, it was like incredibly upgraded. Like just absurdly so. It was basically just like you shoot some arrows out in front of you, but I had upgraded it so much that it was like basically a crossbow shotgun. Like it shot out like, you know, 8 arrows right in front of me, which obviously makes it amazing. Get out of here, you. Yeah, with me like sort of spamming it right now, we're even still pretty good. So that's working out. Nothing there. Ho ho ho. What's over here? Besides candle. Ooh, axe! I'll use axe a bit. Hey, I got the same thing as you. Except I'm better. I'm you, but better. Oh, okay. So now we're all the way back over here. Ooh, leather armor. Alright, let's get our leather on. Equip arm. Yeah, I still don't have anything for that. Leather armor. So my int goes down a ton and I only get 5 extra defense. Not worth. Because my int did seem to effectively double my damage with sub-weapons, because I went from 3 damage to 6. Maybe that was just the holy water, but I'm imagining the dagger would be the same. But the dagger kind of sucks. Especially so in this game, I think. I mean, we all know holy water is usually pretty good. And there are some instances where it's not what you want, like when you're fighting a flying enemy. But for a lot of intents and purposes, it is as good as it's gonna get. Okay, the secret walls in this one are pretty obvious a lot of the time. I know I've probably already missed a billion of them, but I feel like the ones in Symphony, I was not getting it as much. They were well hidden a lot of the time, but maybe I just wasn't paying as much attention. Do I want to keep going this way? I do want this axe armor card. I got a triple triad. I also realized I mentioned last time, I was like, oh yeah, junctioning. They put junctioning in my Castlevania, and I looked it up, and junctioning is just where you like set the things, but advanced junctioning requires playing a lot of triple triad, and that's how you really get busted. So that's why I was, you know, thinking of that. It's kind of fun that you could just do that in Final Fantasy VIII. I should have played Final Fantasy VIII more when I was a kid. I didn't give it the respect it deserves. So I'm not getting through here, huh? Nope. Not even if I hump this rock. The rock cares not for this. So do I get bombs? I can see me getting bombs. I mean, I doubt I'm gonna like shoulder charge the thing. Triumph Hallway, that's a zombie. Clinking Man? Never mind. Not a zombie. Looks like someone that's like in a mosh pit. Honestly, look at him. Yeah. Mosh. I don't know what you're clinking with. You know? What's making you clink? We don't have a bestiary in this, do we? I don't think so, unless it's at a you know, we have a library again. Which, I suppose, is a possibility. Will-o-wisp. And here... Yeah, no, those walls are pretty obvious this time. Get out of here, Flea Man. Ah, yeah, they were called Flea before, I forgot about that. Those ones I just ran into earlier weren't called that, though. They were called something else, I swear. I do like having a whip in these games because it's so much easier to check the walls when you can just throw out the whip once, and the hitbox is active long enough for you to check the entire wall in one swing. It's the little things, you know? Let's go this way. Oh, hey, it's this hallway. This is, yeah, no, this exact hallway was in Symphony. And it even had the same exact zombies that would spawn in. That's fun. It reminds me of the Resident Evil 1 dog hallway, too. I'm just expecting puppies to come flying in through the windows there. Okay. Oh! Flame armor, so we need to disable this, actually. Ooh, you seem tough, actually. Ow, 62? Damn it all, I should have ran. When was even my last save point? Oh my god. Okay. Well, I guess we're redoing a lot of that. God, I'm gonna have to get used to actually being in danger again. Symphony of the Night made me complacent. I had the thought that maybe I should run through the door, but I was like, maybe I should jump over you and then get to the other side. But yeah, my jump just wasn't quite good enough. But oh my god, I should have just double jumped. I forgot. I could have just double jumped over you. I'm foolish. That was on me. But that's what I get for yapping and rushing. But it's gonna be, death is going to be a natural part of this, I'm sure. And I don't mind having to redo stuff. But we can do that next time. So, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.